Hello everybody, I'm doing a countdown video today. I'm gonna do my worst Squidward torture episodes. These aren't in really good order because I'm not good at ordering stuff, with my opinion. But these are pretty bad Squidward torture episodes. There are some episodes that are full out Squidward torture episodes I actually like. But most of the Squid Torture episodes don't work, and they're pretty frustrating. So this is the list I wanted to do. Hope you enjoy. Now, the first one I have listed here is Ink Lemonade. Ink Lemonade, I think that's a newer episode, like newer, from season 11. I think I've only watched it one time. But yeah, it wasn't that good, just from what I can remember. So I guess it's appropriate I'm mentioning it first. And Squidward, he's begging Patrick to just stop and leave him alone. He didn't do anything to deserve what happens to him in this episode. Just because Patrick wants to make some nasty looking black lemonade out of his ink. So that's nasty, and yeah, this episode was really bad. Just as bad as a pre-second movie episode. Next, this really should be number one. I agree with the things Pie Guy Wolf says about it. Well, maybe not everything, but I agree with him that it's pretty bad. But this should be number one, but I'm mentioning it now, so it's not number one. But Cryo Boys. Cryo Boys is an awful episode, because all Squidward wanted in this episode was to just sing in a cryo. He wasn't doing anything wrong. But just because SpongeBob wanted him to play with him, and he didn't want to play with him, he tortures him, and even has him being stung by jellyfish, and he can't even do anything about it. Squidward can't. And it's all because SpongeBob wants to annoy him and sing stupid songs and everything. So yeah, Cryo Boys is an awful episode. I don't like Cryo Boys. Next is Good Neighbors, which I don't watch the mysterious Mr. Enter because of all the cussing he does. But back when I did, I agree with him, though. He said Good Neighbors was really the episode that killed SpongeBob. And yeah, he's right. Because this was even the worst. The first Squidward torture episode. And yeah. Good Neighbors, it's really bad. And it's really not nice, the things they did to Squidward in that episode. All Squidward wanted to do was enjoy his Sunday, but SpongeBob and Patrick messed every single thing up. Not to mention... Never mind. Okay, and then... I was just naming off the Squidward torture episode from Season 4 here. So next off is The Thing. And The Thing, it might be... I don't know, but it might be more frustrating than Good Neighbors. Because in The Thing, and it's a whip-off of jellyfishing, too. But anyway, in The Thing, Squidward, pretty much, I used to get mixed up with Good Neighbors at the beginning. But all he wants to do in that episode is, watch TV and listen to jazz. But SpongeBob and Patrick mess that up and just torture him the rest of the episode. And then at the end, they take him back, and they take him to this place because he was put in the zoo. SpongeBob and Patrick at the end take him to this place where, ironically, there's a bunch of these actual animals that look like him. and they're listening to Kelpie G. Kelpie G is there playing of him. Then Squidward's stuff on him cracks loose, and he goes back to normal. But the episode ends after that. So I don't know if they actually be nice to him and actually let him enjoy it, or if it just leads to some more torture. Probably that. Okay, so next off is Squidward. Squidward is awful because, you know, I haven't watched it in a long time. I don't know, maybe I might even like it, but right now I'm calling it bad because SpongeBob wants Squidward to play with him. And again, just because SpongeBob won't play with him, he makes a puppet, and that's fine, but he makes a puppet to play with him since Squidward won't. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, he just takes it overboard. And then Squidward even tries being nice to the customers later on at the Krusty Krab this episode. And they're just so mean to him for no reason. And just absolutely love Squidward, when he's probably not even real. I mean, with SpongeBob logic, yeah, probably he really is. But they just treat this thing like a king, and treat Squidward like crap. So yeah. And then the next episode I'm going to talk about is Smooth Jazz at Bikini Bottom. At Smooth Jazz and Bikini Bottom, Squidward wants to see a concert of Kelpie G, and SpongeBob goes with him because he won tickets, and Squidward's got eaten by Patrick, and you know Patrick is a big problem in this episode. I mean, I guess he is a little funny in this episode, but still, yeah, I can see where it's frustrating. But anyway, yeah, so because of what I said, SpongeBob wins the tickets, so Squidward has to go with him. And now, I think Squidward is a little bit of a joke at the beginning of this episode, but I don't think it really cuts it for all he gets in this episode, all the other stuff he gets in this episode. Yeah, he does some things like makes SpongeBob get him some lemonade so he might get away from him. But, I mean, I understand because he doesn't even want him there in the first place. And, you know, all he's trying to do is make friends, and SpongeBob messes that up. And then at the very end, all Squidward wants to do, he gets backstage passes, but Patrick eats those too. And then they go backstage even though they lost their backstage passes. SpongeBob's playing ukulele and Squidward plays clarinet. And I did think it was funny when Kelpie G just pushed Squidward away, but still, Squidward didn't deserve that. He pushed him out of the way when Squidward's the one that even likes Kelpie G, had SpongeBob play on stage, and Squidward was sad and was kicked out at the end. So that's a really bad episode. Now, the last episode I'm going to talk about is Setua a Parge Lodge. This episode is bad because Squidward's happy at the beginning, and people want to know why he's happy. They can't just let him be happy. They gotta wonder why he's happy. And anyway, he gets kicked out of this lodge he's in just because SpongeBob and Patrick just had to instigate. And he gets stung by jellyfish because of their stupid club they try to join. So that's really a bad episode too. Thank you for watching.